just there's obviously the depth chart dropped today. A lot of question marks going on with a particular player. But Trace Mack's getting the start. Love to see that. Kingsley is out. I think Dave said it's more precautionary. I'm not too concerned about that. Love to see Najee Harris, IMG kid. He's getting the nod to start at right guard. But there's no Kamari Wilson, Connor, and we're trying to figure out if where's Waldo. If you know where he's at, he's not even on the depth chart. You got any takes?
I'm not sure if I have any takes that are film legal. I
hit him with the cold elbow there. He wasn't ready for
that. No. So the one thing I will say is Kamari did get some playing time at Utah.
You did.
What I saw from him wasn't fantastic. Obviously, they rotated a little bit between R.J. Moten, Miguel Mitchell, Jordan Castell, and Kamari Wilson. And since that game, you've kind of seen that rotation stop.
Yep.
You've seen just Jordan Castell and Miguel Mitchell as your two primary guys at safety, and you really don't see anybody else out there. Obviously, against McNeese, you got all the young guys in there to get some playing time. But Tennessee, Kamari Wilson didn't record a single snap. R.J. Moten, I didn't see on the field at all either. So I think the safety room is kind of shaking itself out with Castell and Mitchell as your guys. And then I think you're going to have somebody like a Bryce Thornton maybe see some time this week against Charlotte. I don't think Kamari – I'm trying to think of how to say this. I don't know that you'll see much more of Kamari this year.
Yeah, we were talking precast, and this – go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I would rather just have the best players on the field. It doesn't even really matter who's playing and who's not. I would rather just have the best players on the field. But I guess that does raise a question because he hasn't really been on the depth chart at all. So I guess that does kind of raise a question for that. But at the end of the day, play the best players, and that's what Billy Napier's doing. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And that's the biggest thing is I think so many people got used to when Dan Mullen was here seeing the seniority or seeing the unnecessary rotation of certain guys, and you're not seeing that now. You're seeing true freshmen come in and take snaps from older guys. You're seeing once they find their guys, they're sticking with those guys unless they absolutely have to take them off the field. And that, to me, as a football observer, as somebody that's played football, as somebody that's coached football, that is the way that I think things should be run. And now I'm not getting paid the big bucks to do all this stuff like they are. Just an uneducated guy on Twitter thinks that they're doing a great job and that they're doing it the right way. Now, somebody can tell me I'm wrong, but, I mean, that's just my opinion.
I think, too, for watching the Kamari thing kind of shake down, he's had a lot of cryptic tweets this offseason, and now it seems to be that we're getting our answer to what they were referring to. Because a lot of people kind of were panicking. Obviously, we were nervous because he broke the curse from IMG. He was a big-time recruit when he came in, right? And we had a lot of excitement for him. But it's kind of reminding me of like the DeJuan Black situation where there was a ton of hype to watch him play, and it never really panned out. And it's like there's a lot of talent there. What's going on? Why aren't we seeing him play? And then it ended up transferring. And, again, this is just my observation. I see him more than likely probably deucing after this season. I think you're going to see a lot of that. And again, you can't panic. It's just the way the world is now, especially with the Xavier Filsaime coming in. I think his time as a Gator has came and went. And look, I hate to see it happen. I was excited to watch him play. I spoke with him at one of the events, but like you just said, if it doesn't really matter if this person's better, it is what it is. Love it that he's even younger, which is exciting because we have a long time with Castell, but yeah, it's just people kind of find fan favorites, they get excited about, and then you don't hear about it. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, and it's not, and none of it's a personal attack on Kamari. None of us are saying, hey, he's not a good player, this, that, the other. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, the cream rises to the top. The guys that play, and if at the end of the season Kamari does decide, hey, you know what, I'd like to transfer elsewhere to get an opportunity to get more playing time, wish him the best. I've talked to the kid multiple times. He's a fantastic young man. So great kid. I was very happy to see him be a Gator when he decided to make the decision to go to Florida. But I mean, you have to do what's best for you. And if at the end of the day for him, that's him moving on to another program, then no love lost, man. Like, thank you for doing what you did for the University of Florida, and and best of luck to you kind of thing.
Absolutely. Well, Connor Clark, man, it's always a blast having you on. I'm glad that we got to have that experience at the Tennessee game, something special that I'll cherish for forever. I love that every time I go to a game, we happen to run into one another. It's meant to be. One of the first people I always like to say, you were the first person that gave us an opportunity and came on this crazy ass show. So can't thank you enough for being the wind beneath my wings, as one would say.